A few weeks ago, Kentucky Kingdom in Louisville, Kentucky, an independent park that returned from the grave, was sold to the Herschend Entertainment Company. Now, for those who don't know, Kentucky Kingdom has a long history of failed management. The park was originally owned by one man, Ed Hart. He sold the park in 1998 to Six Flags. Now, the company unfortunately put this park in the back of their mind, and 11 years later, Six Flags would abandon Kentucky Kingdom, leaving the park standing but not operating for 5 years. In 2014, Ed Hart would once again step back into the leadership role and purchase Kentucky Kingdom. He would continue to run the park for 6 seasons until he recently sold the park once again, this time to the Herschend Entertainment Company. Today, I am introducing a new series called Future. In this series, I will try my best to predict what is coming to various amusement parks in the future. So let's dive right into the future of Kentucky Kingdom. Now, Kentucky Kingdom has added a mix of flat rides and roller coasters in the past. For instance, when the park reopened, they added Lightning Run, a one-of-a-kind roller coaster that you can't find anywhere else in 2014. In 2015, the park reopened and renovated former attractions like the Enterprise and T3 and added some new flat rides like Cyclos. In 2016, the park added Storm Chaser, a fan-favorite RMC hybrid. In 2017, the park added a Larson Super Loop called Eye of the Storm. In 2018, the park removed Enterprise and added a modern version of this model known as an Endeavor called Scream Extreme. And finally, in 2019, the park added a family Gravity Group wooden coaster called Kentucky Flyer. As I said earlier, the park has been adding a mix of flat rides and roller coasters. So will this continue now that Herschend owns the park? In my eyes, I don't see this happening. My biggest worry with Herschend now owning Kentucky Kingdom is how much they will actually have to invest into the park. Silver Dollar City and Dollywood are Herschend's two biggest moneymakers, but I also don't think it will deteriorate like Wild Adventures, another park owned by Herschend that really has been stuck in the dust for multiple years. So personally, I don't think we will see a new ride come to Kentucky Kingdom till around 2023, and here's why. Companies in general are still recovering from the COVID-19 pandemic, so Herschend financially will need to focus on bringing guests into the park without investing a significant amount of money. Plus, we know that Dollywood is rumored to get a large coaster sometime within the next 3 years, so I think Kentucky Kingdom will be put to the side till around 2023. Throughout 2021 and 2022, I think Kentucky Kingdom will receive some new shows and entertainment since the Herschend family is amazing when it comes to shows. We'll probably also see some festivals come to Kentucky Kingdom that we haven't seen before. Now, Silver Dollar City and Dollywood are both built near the mountains, so most of their coasters are usually terrain coasters. Kentucky Kingdom is on flat ground, and it's located next to an airport, so Herschend will have to face some restrictions when it comes to Kentucky Kingdom. So as I said, until 2023, I think we will see some new shows, entertainment, and landscaping come to the park throughout the next 3 years. So now, it's 2024. It is time for Herschend to add its first major addition to Kentucky Kingdom. We know that Herschend works with RMC, B&M, Gerstlauer, SNS, GCI, and Mock Rides, so they have a ton of options when it comes to new rides. Now, one thing I would love to see Kentucky Kingdom is a Mock Extreme Spinner, like Time Traveler. Since Kentucky Kingdom has a strict height limit, they could easily build one of these. Maybe we could see the original concept for this ride come to the park, or we could see a custom layout, which would be the best. Now, this model is rumored to come to Dollywood within the next couple of years, so it would make sense for one to go to Kentucky Kingdom if one does go to Dollywood. Another thing that I believe could happen is some kind of B&M. I feel that either a flyer or a wing would fit well at Kentucky Kingdom. A wing coaster makes the most sense. I would absolutely love to see a wing coaster here. They could even build a launch one like Thunderbird. The final thing that I could see going to Kentucky Kingdom is an SNS Scream and Swing like Barnstormer. Both Silver Dollar City and Dollywood have this flat ride, and it is a really fun attraction. So I would love to see this go to Kentucky Kingdom. And one other thing that, for me, makes perfect sense to go to Kentucky Kingdom is a Gerstlauer Infinity Coaster. So it would really bring a lot of publicity to Kentucky Kingdom. It would be a fantastic addition. Now, some other attractions that could come to the park, but most likely will not, is a Mack Multi-Launch and an SNS Axis. Both of these rides would fit well in the park, but it's really unlikely. So, there we have it. This is what I think Herschend is going to do with Kentucky Kingdom, and what I believe the park will be getting next. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and let me know if you guys agree with what I said. Also, I'm happy to announce that I started my own personal podcast called On the Hunt. So if you haven't yet, go check out my podcast. You can find it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Podbean, and many other podcasting sites. Also, don't forget to click the merch link down below to buy your very own theme park hunting merchandise. It would be the best way to help the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. As always, this was Hunter from Theme Park Hunting. I'll see you guys later, and follow the thrill.